Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Noble, a student of Master of Science in Business Analytics. This is Tingyu, PhD in Physics in NUSGCS. This is Chief Skywalker. This is agenda for our presentation. Let's have a few snippets about dengue. As per WHO, it affects around 390 million people on Earth. From a few subtropical countries to tropical countries, now it affects 100 plus countries across the world. And it's just not the disease that is the problem, but the productivity loss after that. I personally know a lot of my friends who have been affected by dengue back in India. Even after recovery, they feel physically weak for many weeks and even a few months. So that is an added productivity loss aspect for such a big number of people. So what is the problem statement? I'm not going much into the problem statement, which is pretty evident from the last 4 amazing presentations. So what do we know right now? What do we need? So if we are given a data set, that's just numbers, but when we couple it with domain knowledge, it can give us interesting insights. So I just called up my good friend google.com and asked him the following questions. So what is the existing research saying? Is there a linear relationship, non-linear relationship between temperature, rainfall, population, and dengue cases? So what did Google say? He said that it is a matter under active research. The picture is almost muddy at best. So we have to, there is no linear relationship that Google can draw. So the data extraction stage, I'm skipping this too because the data is common for everyone. Pre-processing stage. Now, what the basic correlation was checked with the feature set and the label using Pearson coefficient, and it didn't throw anything significant. It was around the value of 0.0003, etc. So it didn't throw anything significant. And now we can just by basic exploration itself, we can see that the data is seasonal in nature because it's temperature and rainfall data. Now we check the missing data. Here is the crux. There are more than 700 missing data in some of the features, and that's a problem. So when you approach such a problem, we have two strategies: either to remove such features or to interpolate, upsample, and fill those features. Now we chose the second strategy. We upsampled the data due to a few reasons, because it is temperature and rainfall data. There is a seasonal pattern. We refer to the NEA website. There are graphs available. There are heat maps available which shows the rainfall and temperature distributions at least. Also, we can refer to other feature sets which are cartographically closely located with the features where the missing data value is used, and map it accordingly using spline interpolation and moving average. So, and from here on, there is no more missing data. Every missing value is taken care of. Now comes the feature engineering. We use a random forest algorithm with Gini coefficient for our feature engineering. So as per domain knowledge, it was pretty evident that when the population cluster is increasing in its number, the dengue cases will increase. That's the research papers say. So we can see that the population ranks first, all the temperature ranks second, and the rainfall stands third. This is the relationship. So now we have to design a neural network for modeling. So now comes the curse of dimensionality. We cannot take all the 82 features. We have to select a few. Now, how to select a few? We selected 27 important features. Why 27? Why not 10? Why not 15? Because the 20 important features are in the random forest are temperature data sets. If we take anything less than 20, the rainfall will be missing. So we actually took 27. We also mapped it with the cartographic map itself, so that the important dengue clusters are indeed included in this 27 important features, which are openly available. The data is further normalized, and it is in a 3:1 ratio, 2003 to 2017 and 2018 to 2019. Now this is our neural network. It's a 5-layer hidden neural network, which has a factor of 2/3 as its shrinkage factor, and we have 5 inputs, and this is significant. We have a window of 13 weeks to adjust for seasonality, and a sub window of 4 weeks to adjust for the breeding cycle of dengue mosquitoes. It is approximated between 1.5 to 3.5 weeks as per research papers available. So all the sub windows, we have the maximum for the temperature, the sum for the rainfall and the temperature into rainfall. Why is that input included? Because to consider for the non-linear relationship. The mean of that subwindow for the 4 weeks. Instead of taking the population as a number, we have taken population in growth rate. So this is the differencing model where we actually compare the t plus 8 to the average of t minus 0 to t minus 8. Why the average? Because for noise removal. The ups and the downs will be perfectly preserved, but if we directly take t minus 4, there will be a lot of swings and noises. And this is our test loss. Our persistence loss was calculated at 0.0082. Our best test loss after 50 repeat is 0.0045, which means that we can beat the persistence at a margin of 45%. As you can see, the training predictions almost matches the curves and the spikes properly, and also in the test cases it can pretty much match the spike. Now we have a lag zero model, which means that the original intention of this exercise is completed, because we can accurately predict with zero lags what is going to happen after 8 weeks to a reasonable degree. Now this is the actual versus model, which I think is pretty decent. Now these are the discussions. So we believe that in the future, if NEA could help, if the dengue data is further distributed into North Singapore, South Singapore, etc., then we can actually analyze this data set for each of the areas. What this can do is, if we analyze this for each zone, then the existing resources can be used optimally and judiciously on a severity basis. Also, as another team has already mentioned, the oscillation between DENV1, Dengue 1 and Dengue 2, that is also a crucial issue, which is also needed to be studied. But the existing data set is not fit enough in our opinion to do so. Also, we believe that if we had an idea about socio-economic relationship of the socio-economic data in the dengue clusters and such data, we could have further improved our model. What's our lessons learned? I'll wind up in one sentence. There is no magic bullet. This has been done through meticulous work for the last 1.5 months. And our domain knowledge is still limited at best for a subject related to temperature and rainfall. I believe that 1.5 months of study is average at best. Now, I will wind up by saying this. All of our presentations look excellent, and all of our articles are in the open domain in Medium for the people to see. But there are hundreds of researchers in wet lab, scientists who are working on this. And if at least one of them could get an interesting insight from this, I would consider that as saving life and that as a giant leap for mankind. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So 2 minutes.
Could you quickly go back to the scatter plot? What is your plotting exactly? That's actual observed. The thing is not quite clear. The x and y.
It shows the correlation between
the actual
versus our model. So if we say very straight linear line, it means that the correlation is very high.
What is x and what is y?
X is actual and y is our modeling results. And all these data are normalized. So we only see this correlation, but we don't.
So if we had
it's minus point.
Yeah, because it's normalized.
It's normalized. It's normalized by It's between minus 1.
So that's the actual observed cases normalized.
Yes.
Enough questions, you can use the 1 minute if you want. You got anything else to add? Okay,
It's a built by VPT, but it's simple. But
so you have an add, yeah. Okay.
This web VPT is simple, but basically we show all the real-time cases that we predict will happen in the next 8 weeks. So that's and then that's our prediction for the history of the cases. It almost fits the real-time cases. Right.
Okay. Thank you.